Hello guys, welcome back to Netcode-Hub channel. So this video we're going to talk about how to apply grouping in Blazor project by using the Ahenfie DataGrid. Now, as you can see from here, I have a header here, drag a column header here to group its column. Now, as soon as I drag this, it has been grouped by ID. I can close it here. I can drag the last name. And as you can see, it has been grouped by last name. So you can group multiple columns as well. So you can see I'm grouping them over here. So as soon as I click on this, and you can see it has been decorated as a tree style tree note. So as you can see from here, the last name is the first. So when you open last name, you have that's the email, and this email also has a first name. So this email has a first name. So that's the grouping order. Okay, so that's the grouping order here. Now, if you actually check here, you can see we have a button here to close it. Okay, and aside from that, you can see we have one item. Now, this employee, these are human beings, so I didn't know to tell this an item, right? So how can you do that? We talk about that one as well. So you can actually close them, and close them. So you can see grouping is very simple with the use of the Ahenfie DataGrid. Let's have a look with the code how to actually get it. It is just a simple thing to do. Let's go to our project. Now in here, this is what we did in the last project, and this is about paging and sorting. So I want to take off all this. No paging, no sorting. We want to have all the data. Then let's type in allow grouping. So set this to what? To true. Now let's comment this. So in here, now we see this is grade page setting, so we can actually make it as grade grouping settings. Okay, so grade grouping settings. Now you're going to take off all this because you're not going to get, or you don't need to set the page size from this. So to actually set the item, instead of change the text from item to people or from employees, this is what you are going to do. I have a note here. Now we can actually declare over here as a caption. So let's see from here. You can see from here we have a grid group settings, and all these are the attributes that we can actually use of to show and group button drop down area called to force, but we don't want to focus on that. We want to focus on the simple steps to work with it. So we have grid group settings. Now let's copy this as a caption template. Now with the caption template, this is what we're going to do. Let's go to application. And now inside our grid group settings, let's create another caption template in. Now this is a template, this is a caption. I hope you don't understand caption, so that is a test. And now we are storing the answer as what? As an employee. So if you check here, we have the caption template context. Then we are setting this as div. So this employee, so that is this employee that we are actually calling off. So this employee dot field. So we are getting a field here, so it's supposed to be this. So this employee, now let's employee dot, so here we go in for field. Okay, now we pass in the employee key dash employee count. If you check here, you can see we have, let's group this, we have that's the employee key, one item, okay, dash count. Then you have the text here. So likewise, employee key dash employee count. Then instead of bringing the item, we just replace it with employee. So we can have employee or employees. This simple thing is going to get us that caption. Let's save this, and now let's refresh the application. So we wait while it loads. Then you're going to apply the grouping. So you can see that when you have the Ahenfie component, implementing, integrating, customizing, it is very easy and simple. It is just an attribute that you need to add, and you're good to go. So you can see we have a drag column header here to group 8 columns. So now let's drag the ID, and now instead of the items, you're going to see what? Employee. Now let's see. So you can see one employee or employees. Okay, so you can see we have only one employee. Now you drag the same thing applies to that. I believe this is clear. So this time I'll talk about how to group, and you can see it's very simple. Just have to apply, allow grouping, set it true. If you want to have a customer as I've done here, you can actually go there. These are the basics. You have to get this, and you can implement in your application or your project, and you're good to go. Alright, so that is it for this video. Let's go for a break. We return with a massive thing as well, interesting. See you guys soon.